How good was prime John Elway?
So my dad took me to school and he knew football was starting that day and asked me, before I got out of the car, what position I was going to go out for. Naturally, I said I was going to go out for running back because quarterback was boring.
When discussions of the best quarterback in the NFL arise, you'll most likely hear about Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning. Nevertheless, when we think about
the motherfucking GOAT.
football's all-time greats, it is impossible not to remember John Elway's splendid career.
I'm trying to tell niggas, hey, even before my time, before Peyton Manning, my nigga, it was John Elway. You know what I'm saying?
And an ability to make game-saving plays are why he shouldn't be left out of such conversation. But how great was John Elway actually? While most future NFL quarterbacks spent their childhoods dreaming
he used to be a baseball player for
John
Stanford.
Elway's athletic journey could have taken a different direction. Born in Port Angeles, Washington, and raised in a sports-oriented family, Elway was a multi-talented athlete and twice drafted by MLB teams. His legendary football career was founded on physical gifts, versatility, and a competitive spirit unrivaled by any other player. At Stanford University, there was little doubt about Elway's athletic potential. During his college career, he threw for 9,349 yards and a total of 77 touchdowns, setting several school records along that pathway. According to Elway, his time at Stanford was frustrating because the team could not seem to win. In spite of Elway's brilliance, Stanford never appeared in a ball game. But to scouts and analysts, Elway had that unique combination of size, arm talent, and leadership. He was the package, a generationally talented thrower who could single-handedly elevate a franchise toward greatness. For many, the story of John Elway starts with his last NFL game, Super Bowl.
That bullet to Mark Jackson in the drive was clocked at over 80 miles per hour. God damn, that nigga has a cannon, bro.
Bowl 33, when he won a second consecutive title and was named the game's MVP. But Elway's road from phenom to Hall of Famer was anything but inevitable. Born into a football family, his father, Jack Elway, was a legendary college coach. John couldn't help but get involved in the sport. He showed incredible talent and natural leadership from an early age on the field, becoming a two-sport star in high school. Not only was he an elite prep quarterback, but he also excelled at baseball. So much so that he was selected by the Kansas City Royals in the 19...
So that's where his throw power comes from. I ain't gonna lie, yo, niggas that play baseball, bro, especially pitcher, yeah, that throw power crazy, bro. Niggas could really sling that shit.
79 MLB draft after high school and later by the New York Yankees while at Stanford. Despite how good he was at baseball, football was where Elway's destiny lay. In 1982, he finished second in the Heisman Trophy voting while throwing for 3,242 yards and 27 touchdowns in his senior season at Stanford. It was clear what
27 touchdowns. 27 touchdowns. My nigga, NFL players can't even get that shit. Let alone back then, nigga. I'm talking NFL players of today can't do that shit in a season. You're telling me he got 27? That's what I'm saying, bro. Some of these niggas can't even do that today. Bro, 27? Yeah, y'all niggas should have knew he was gonna be the GOAT. Y'all should have known he was gonna be the GOAT.
Kind of player he was. His talent was undeniable. And in the 1983 NFL Draft, widely considered one of the best draft classes ever, Elway became the top.
Todd McBlackledge, Jim Kelly, Tony Easton, Ken O'Brien, Dan Marino. Only person I'm familiar with is Dan Marino. You feel me? I gotta do my homework on these. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God, he got drafted to the Colts too? There's no fucking way. Oh my God. There's no way. Yo, he got drafted to the Colts as well. Wow. Talk about coincidence.
top overall pick. However, this came with drama as Elway refused to play for the Baltimore Colts, who had the first pick, citing concerns about their management. The Colts eventually traded him to the Denver Broncos.
He still got traded. Okay. Shit. Nigga, it don't matter. Bro, the nigga still got drafted. He got drafted by the Colts though, and then transferred over to the Broncos. You know who also got drafted by the Colts and transferred over to the Broncos? You feel me? The nigga that won us our last Super Bowl. You feel me? Peyton fucking Manning. This shit is crazy. What a coincidence. I actually did not know that.
Setting the stage for one of the most legendary careers in the sport's history. Elway arrived in Denver with sky-high expectations. Broncos fans were desperate for a franchise quarterback who could help return the team back to its former glory. Elway.
Damn. Yo, I love my team, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I love
didn't
my
disappoint, delivering right from the start as he showed flashes of his brilliance even in his rookie season. Though he faced the usual struggles of a young quarterback transitioning to the NFL, including
You know who also did good their rookie season? Bo Nix. Oh yeah. Yeah. His time coming, bro. Just watch.
Completion percentage of just 47.5% and only 7 touchdown passes to 14 interceptions, his natural talent was clear. What set Elway apart even then was his unique combination of arm strength, size, and mobility. At 6'3" and 215 pounds, Elway could make every throw imaginable, often launching the ball downfield with effortless power. He could also extend plays with his legs, rushing for 237 yards in his first season, a rarity for quarterbacks of that era. As Elway's career went on, he became known as a clutch performer that seemingly willed his team to victory when the game appeared to be at its toughest. When he retired, Elway owned the NFL record for most fourth quarter comebacks with 34. And there was never...
He owned the league with the most fourth quarter comebacks. You're telling me that the nigga that led the league in the most fourth quarter comebacks was on my team? Oh my God. 34? This nigga is the GOAT, bro.
Broncos fan
this nigga
who
was
believed
really
the game was over if Elway had the ball in a late game situation. There's also one game in particular that for Broncos fans defines his ability to perform under pressure better than any other. In the 1986 AFC Championship game, the Broncos faced the Cleveland Browns, and with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock, they found themselves trailing 20-13, pinned on their own 2-yard line. Elway orchestrated one of the most memorable drives in NFL history, marching the Broncos 98 yards in just 15 plays to tie the game, ultimately winning it in overtime. The drive
we won it and we won that game? You're telling me that game oh my God, we won that game? Yo, niggas not telling me shit. Niggas not telling me shit. Niggas not telling me shit. We won that shit? Oh my God, yo, we're so tough. We're so tough. We're so tough. We're so tough.
With Elway demonstrating the calm under pressure that defined his career. The Broncos went on to lose the Super Bowl that year, but the legend of John Elway was born. By the late 1980s, Elway had emerged as one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league, but his legacy was still marred by an inability to win the big one. The Broncos reached the Super Bowl 3 times in 4 years, 1986, 1987, and 1989. But each time
we've been touching the Super Bowl. Oh my God. And niggas tried to, and growing up, it's funny because growing up, niggas tried to tell me like my franchise is ass, bro. I had niggas just, oh my God, I had niggas talking so much shit, saying the Broncos is this, the Broncos is that. Y'all was never nice, nigga. You're telling me we been touching bowl games? We been touching bowl games, nigga? Come on.
time they came up short, losing by large margin. Critics questioned whether Elway could ever win the big game. even though the lopsided losses were far more reflective of the Broncos' lack of talent around him than of Elway's play. Though his critics were loud during this era, it should be remembered that Elway willed his teams to the championship on pure talent. From 1986 until 1991, Elway had one of the strongest arms in NFL history. He was capable of making throws that most quarterbacks can only dream about. More than that though, what really made him special was Elway's mobility. He wasn't just some pocket passer. He had the physicality to extend plays with his legs and make throws on the run. Despite the Super Bowl defeats, Elway's numbers during this period were impressive. From 1985 to 1989, Elway threw for an average of 3,394 yards per season with 99 touchdown passes, while also rushing for 1,466 yards and 15 touchdowns during that span.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. You gotta understand, right? Like, bro, this is 1985 to 89. Berserker, I know you understand because you watched this shit live. You feel me? You watched this shit live. But, like, me, though, like, I'm trying to envision, like, a nigga using his legs or a nigga that's averaging over 1,000 rushing yards. You feel me? 15 rushing TDs and 99 touchdowns. Back in 85, like, before my existence, bro. You feel me? I got to see, like, the evolution of football growing up and shit. Like, I grew up in an era where, like, QBs wasn't, like, as mobile. You know what I'm saying? QBs wasn't as mobile. QBs was not, like, really running out the pocket. You had Randall Cunningham. You feel me? You had Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? You had McNabb, but, like, a little bit, though. Like, it wasn't no crazy shit, but, like, they would be able to use their legs to get out of certain situations, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? You're telling me all the way back, even before that time, this nigga was just using his legs just... Yo, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, yo, Garrett, that Josh Allen comparison is very accurate, bro. That shit was very accurate, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He earned Pro Bowl selections in 4 of those 5 years, cementing himself as one of the premier quarterbacks of his era. Yet the image of Elway as a great but can't win the big one quarterback persisted. As the 1990s began, Elway's career took a somewhat quieter turn. While still playing at a high level, the Broncos were no longer Super Bowl contenders, and Elway began to suffer from nagging injuries. From 1991 to 1995, Elway averaged 3,100 passing yards per season and added another 1,015 rushing yards over that span. He also earned 4 more Pro Bowl selections and threw for over 20 touchdowns in 4 of the 5 seasons. His arm strength was still elite, but Denver was struggling to find the necessary pieces around him to return to championship contention. Then came the arrival of head coach Mike Shanahan in 1995, and everything began to change. Shanahan implemented a system that maximized Elway's strengths while easing some of the burdens that had weighed on him for years. The key piece to the new puzzle was the emergence of running back Terrell Davis, who took the pressure off Elway with his dominant ground game. Together, they formed one of the most potent offensive duos in the league. The 1997 season proved to be the culmination of years of perseverance and hard work. After 14...
Is that Shannon Sharp? Hey, is that Unc? That's Unc? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out Shannon Sharp, bro.
Years of chasing the championship. Now armed with a potent ground attack and an improved offensive line, Elway no longer had to carry the Broncos entirely on his shoulders. Elway finally broke through. The Broncos finished the regular season with a 12-4 record, where he threw for 3,635 yards and 27 touchdowns, with Davis rushing for 1,700 yards, and the Broncos defense playing at an elite level. But it was in the postseason where Elway once again elevated his play. During the 1997 AFC Championship game, Elway led the Broncos to a dominant 24-21 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers, sending Denver back to the Super Bowl. This time, the narrative was different. The Broncos were considered underdogs heading into Super Bowl 32 against Brett.
And we was still underdogs. We was still 12-4 record, possibly the best quarterback in the league at the time. All the weapons, and we was still underdogs. See? So niggas been counting us out, bro. Niggas been counting us out. Bro, like, yo, it's crazy because, like, I don't be tripping, bro. I don't be tripping. I don't be tripping, bro. We let the game speak every single time, bro. Just like we've been doing. We've been doing this shit before my existence, bro. It's just like, man. It's crazy to see, like, history repeat itself. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, hey, man.
It's different. The Broncos were considered underdogs heading into Super Bowl 32 against Brett Favre and the Green Bay
Some things
Packers,
just don't change.
But Elway wasn't going to let this opportunity slip away. In one of the most memorable moments of his career, Elway scrambled on third down late in the game and dove for the first down, helicoptering through the air after being hit by multiple defenders. The play epitomized Elway's relentless determination and toughness to finally get his ring. The Broncos would go on to win the game 31-24, giving Elway his long-awaited Super Bowl victory and silencing his critics once and for all. But Elway wasn't done. The following year, the Broncos returned to the Super Bowl,
back-to-back.
This time dominating the Atlanta Falcons 34-19 in Super Bowl 33. Elway threw for 336 yards and a touchdown, earning Super Bowl MVP honors in his final NFL game. He retired on top, becoming one of the few players to walk away from the game as a champion. Elway's
You know who also walked away from the game as a champion? Peyton Manning, bro. You feel me? Now, look, I don't say that to compare the two. You feel me? Bro, both Broncos players are great. Both QBs are amazing. You know what I'm saying? Both QBs are amazing. You know, it's just so cool to see, like, history, like, being, like, made, like, being shaped to how it is back then, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it was John Elway, then it was Peyton Manning, and now it's about to be Bo Nix. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's cool to see history, like, just being made to what it is. You feel me? And for the niggas that say the Broncos is ass, the Broncos franchise is ass, nigga, we've been doing this shit, bro. Like, we've been doing this shit. We've been doing this shit. It's cool to see. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I did not know Elway was, like, this nice. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I was aware of the bowl wins that he got. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, we're talking about damn near, like, we're talking about a generational talent, bro. Like, a real generational talent on our team who also got drafted by the Colts. You know what I'm trying to say? Yo, it seems like the Colts are just like, I don't know. I mean, shit, y'all got lucky with that bowl win with Manning or whatever. But outside of that, bro, I don't know. Y'all just, for some reason, it's just hard for y'all to keep a generational talent, bro. I don't know. Shit, must be the water. But yo, it's cool to see history repeat itself, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is cool. This is cool, man.
Retirement left a void in Denver, but his legacy was secure. He finished his career with 51,475 passing yards, 333 total touchdowns, and over 3,400 rushing yards, becoming one of only two quarterbacks
Colts,
at the
but then
time,
they turned the Broncos when they cut the Denver.
Tarkenton to pass for 50,000 yards and rush for over 3,000 yards.
Nah, this
he
is
retired
insane,
with 148 wins, which was the most wins by a starting quarterback until that record was eventually surpassed by Peyton Manning. Beyond
just greatness, bro. Like, it puts a smile on my face. Like, it's just greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead cheesing right now. Like, man, bro,
starting quarterback until that record was eventually surpassed by Peyton Manning. Beyond starting quarterback until that record with 148 wins, which was the most wins by a starting quarterback until that record was eventually surpassed by Peyton Manning. Beyond the raw statistics, what made John Elway truly special was his ability to perform in the most challenging moments. He was a quarterback who could win with his arm, legs, and mind. He finished his career with 6 Pro Bowl selections,
Electric,
an NFL
bro.
MVP award in 1987, and 2 Super Bowl titles. His leadership and competitive drive were unmatched, and his ability to overcome adversity, both personal and professional, made him one of the most respected figures in NFL history. To fully appreciate Elway's greatness, it's important to consider the context of his era. Elway played in a time when quarterbacks were not protected by the rules as they are today. He was hit, often hard and regularly, yet he missed only 10 games in his 16-year career, displaying remarkable durability. He also played in an era where passing offenses were less prolific than they are in today's game. Quarterbacks didn't have the same kind of inflated numbers as modern signal callers do, making Elway's career totals even more impressive when put in historical perspective.
It's funny because it's like we see numbers like these now and we're just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Obviously this is what it takes to be great. But bro, seeing this shit back then was probably like crazy. Like this nigga doesn't even seem human, bro. Like this nigga doesn't even seem human. Like he wouldn't even seem human back then, bro. Like I'm trying to like imagine it back then. Bro. This nigga's crazy, bro. Shout out John Elway, bro. Shout out to the Denver Broncos, man. I'm just happy, bro. I just love greatness, man.
His legacy is also deeply tied to his ability to adapt. Early in his career, he was known for his gunslinger mentality, making incredible throws on the run and breaking down defenses with his mobility. As he aged, Elway evolved into a more methodical passer, still able to make big plays, but also more willing to take what the defense gave him. His leadership was a constant throughout, and teammates often spoke of his ability to rally the team in the toughest situation. After retirement, Elway moved into the front office with the Broncos, where he easily became one of the top executives in the NFL. Then serving as the general manager and president of football operations, he pieced together a team that would eventually win Super Bowl 50 in 2016. Also led by another all-time great quarterback, Peyton Manning. His ability to evaluate talent and construct a championship caliber roster helps further cement his legacy.
So not only did Aura, not facts. It's just like Sean Taylor. Those who didn't get to see him play will never know how good Sean Taylor was. Yeah, bro. R.I.P. Sean Taylor, bro. That nigga was a dog. That nigga is literally the definition of a dog. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, right? With John Elway, to hop on a team, right? Not only be successful while playing, this nigga constructed a successful Super Bowl winning team after he was playing, like after he was done playing. This nigga's the GOAT, bro. I'm trying to tell you that, like, bro, this nigga's the GOAT. This nigga's the fucking GOAT, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, right, I'm watching Peyton Manning, Julius Thomas, Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, Emmanuel Sanders. I'm watching DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, Derek Wolfe, Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., all, you know what I'm saying? All those people, right? They win the Super Bowl. Whole time, that team was constructed by the nigga whose team was dominant back then. It's crazy, bro. Emmanuel Sanders was my favorite player, bro. That nigga was nasty. Nigga was nasty. You feel me? Feel me? Secured by John Elway, bro. The nigga who got us chips when he was playing. So not only was he successful on the field, he was successful off the field. This nigga's the GOAT, bro.
As one of the finest football minds in history, few players have made the transition from the field to the front office as smoothly as Elway, and his post-playing career only enhances his legend. To stay updated with our latest content, make sure...
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with this video, bro. I fuck with this video. I ain't gonna lie, and you get a sub, bro. That's hard. This nigga only has 218 subs. Nah, this nigga needs more than that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. He needs more than that, bro. This was a great video, bro. Great educational video. Because I was not aware of Elway's greatness as much. You feel me? But with this video gave me a good synopsis on this nigga's whole career, bro. And honestly, it makes me more happy to cheer for the team that I cheer for every day. You feel me? Man, it shows how successful we was before Manning. Like, bro, like it just shows how successful we was. Even all the way back to the Orange Crush defense. Like, nigga, we've been tough. We've been tough. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, bro. Shout out John Elway, man. Shout out to the Broncos.